Hello and welcome to the George Gamin Show. There was a tune called Between Two Worlds playing there. It's from my latest CD called Between Two Worlds. We're doing a show today on comedy and creativity. That's always the theme of our show, that is creativity, and we do creativity in music. Actually, we've never done anything on comedy before, that I can remember. We've done stuff on dance and on politics and all kinds of stuff, but never on comedy. So this is the first. We have two great guests today, Howard Shore and Alex Davis. And they're going to do a couple of comedy skits for us later on in the show, and we're going to find out about them and how they apply creativity, what they know about the creative process and how they apply it to their work. So without further ado, let's welcome Howard Shore and Alex Davis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
So let's find out a little bit to begin with about your background. I don't know a whole lot about you. We spoke briefly a couple of days ago or last week, and Howard, I've been talking to you a little bit longer than that. But you told me a little bit about your background, but I want to find out more and also have our audience know more about what you're doing. You're both into comedy, but you're doing other things. You're into radio also. You have a radio show here in Westchester, and you do acting. You're an actor also.
I am.
Right? So you're from Canada, and you're...
I'm originally from Detroit.
From Detroit.
I moved to San Diego and kind of migrated up the coast.
Well, tell us about yourselves. What got you into comedy and acting and stuff?
Well, back, I guess, when I was, 20 years old, I answered an ad in the newspaper back home in Toronto, Canada, where I'm originally from, and they were looking for comedians. And at that time, I had no experience at all. So this guy would actually get people together and write, short stand-up comedy acts and take you to clubs and kind of promote you.
Like stand-up comedy?
Yeah, actual stand-up comedy. He wrote me a script and told me that if I ever use it if I never see him again, and if I ever want to use it, he said he would sue me, but he never found out.
Oh, he wrote the script for you, and you performed it.
Yeah, but he said if I ever use it...
He would sue you.
Yeah, if I ever use it without him knowing, he would sue me. But almost 10 years later, he hasn't found out about me. He's probably still in Toronto.
And you're still using it.
And I'm still using it, yes. Not as much anymore.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I do more of my own writing.
You own your own writing. Well, but I mean, that was your first thing of comedy. Weren't you the class clown or whatever in high school, like a lot of comedians are? Or were you funny as a kid? Or
I got teased a lot as being a nerd. Yeah. I really did. I used to wear glasses and all that. That's back in my junior high school days, and got beaten up maybe once or twice, but nothing major.
Comedians say that they get beat up a lot. Why is that? I mean,
not me.
I guess if you look kind of weird or kind of odd or not like the rest, people pick on you. I never ended up in the hospital or anything, but I ended up in a nurse's office.
Yeah. Did you have to talk your way out of and laugh your way or make people laugh because they were trying to beat you up and got out of fights that way or something? Or?
I would try to dress differently. I would try to do anything just to stand out of the crowd or just to be noticeable.
You wanted to get beaten up.
Oh, thanks a lot. You're a big help here. You always pick out your little brother, right?
Yes.
Adopted. Not related. Thank you. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, Alex, tell us about yourself. How did you get into comedy?
Well, I wasn't really a class clown because I was such a brain, too. And I didn't want the teachers to not like me, so I was very nice and quiet in class. And then after class, I would just say goofy things and keep people laughing, just not even meaning to, really, just kind of joking around. And if there was an opportunity to stick one to somebody, I would just take that hole and go for it. But I wouldn't ever, make fun of people, really. It was more like for fun. I never really thought the comedy that hurt people was good, Like a lot of stand-ups, they say, and get an audience and say, oh, yeah, look at you, your ugly wife or something. I just kind of, just make it fun,
So what was your first public performance?
Actually, I was the lead role in my high school play. I was a feminist. And I had to say, no catcalls, no remarks about us being women. And I had to slap my husband, which is like shorter than Howard is. And he was like my little husband. I'm a big girl, like 6 foot tall, and I had to go, you're just nothing, and slap him. And that was my first big thing. I was only about 14. Yeah, so my parents taped that. And I didn't really think much of it, but it was fun. It was just like a rush. So I just kind of do it real casually, and then.
So is comedy your main goal at this point?
Actually, it is, but I gained a little weight, so I thought I'd go for radio first.
I totally.
Well, heck, you know, it's a lot of.
Nobody can see me.
But weight doesn't seem to be a problem like people like Roseanne.
But
I mean, I should mention that.
I don't always know that's my aspiration.
But I told her the camera always makes you gain 10 pounds
That's
anyway,
true,
so
that's
what's the
true,
difference?
absolutely.
So
Well,
let's
let's be 300 now,
then. Add 10 more pounds, she's okay.
Rosie O'Donnell is another one,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
In
So I
fact,
should eat more
aren't there a
then.
lot of women comedians who are overweight or
Yeah,
what's
there's very few that are real like you would say sexy or something. I guess it's because
they're heavier, much
stereotype.
heavier than you are, of course.
But they're stereotyped. Like if you're too pretty and too good looking, you're not funny.
Well, look at Ellen. She's kind of very pretty. Don't you think, Ellen?
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
she's
she's
pretty.
well, she's not literally like the bombshell type. Like whenever you see one of those come up on stage as a stand-up on a show, like one of those showcases or whatever,
Right.
they're not like, if they're playing a bimbo, they're joking.
Right.
They're not really like, you know, sleek and all that. So I think it kind of does them better. Guys take them more seriously if they're a little frumpy looking, I think.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you know, her and I, when it comes to comedy, when we get together, whether it's on the phone
It's
or in
not usually
person,
on the phone.
we're so compatible. It's like a Sonny and Cher type of a skit.
Now, you're from Canada. You're from Detroit. How did you guys meet, or how did you?
We were in L.A.
We met in LA.
How did we
basically.
meet?
Where?
Who the heck
At a
knows?
club, basically.
Comedy club.
Comedy club. Yeah.
And he irritated me so much that we became friends.
Well, we didn't hit it off right away because you know, she really didn't like me, you know, because I'm shorter and skinnier and younger.
Well, it wasn't like that. It was more like you would irritate me, and then I would say something like, "Quiet." I don't care what people think, and I say, "Oh God, please be quiet." And then we would start bantering like that.
I got on her nerves, and then I found we had the same birthday. I thought, oh my God, we have the same personality too.
So what's your birthday? What's your sign there?
Aquarius, February 13th, both of us.
Yeah.
February.
Yeah.
So then you guys started doing comedy routines together, skits and stuff like
Mostly
that.
on the phone, you know, just
On
to
the
cheer
phone.
each other up.
On the phone.
Yeah, on
And
the
now
radio, too.
now you do some stuff that you write, or both of you write them together, or what?
She'll give me ideas, basically, and I'll put them to life. I'll write them out, I'll type them out, and she can either go by the script or go by her own thing, but she gets right into it.
A lot of it is improvisational.
A lot of it is, a lot of it isn't.
99%, right.
She can fit right into it, I'm telling you. She's like a magnet.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Well, thank you, I think.
Well, okay, so we're going to see one skit by yourself, the first one, and then
Yes.
we're going to see one with you together. The first one is by yourself, and this is, you want to set it up and tell us a little bit about it, or
Basically,
how you wrote it, or what was the motivation behind it? And
well, you know, I always picture, you know, the Mother Mary crying all the time, and people get on their hands and knees going to the church, and, you know, see her crying, they're crying too, and I'm trying to make Mother Mary cry. You know, even though I'm a different religion, I'm Jewish actually, but I'm just trying to do something different. So I'm trying to make her cry. She doesn't want to cry, so I thought, well, if I can't make her cry, I'll make her laugh.
Okay.
So then I end up singing this song, My God, and then I guess she starts laughing. I hope. I don't know what happens to the picture after that, you know, but you know, she's obviously in a better mood after that.
Okay.
So that's basically what I do.
I see. So this, do you have a title for this skit, or?
I would just call it basically the Nun Skit.
The Nun Skit.
The Nun Skit.
Okay, so we're going to take
The male Nun
we're going to see the skit now called the Nun Skit, and we'll be after the skit, we'll come right back and continue the interview and see another skit.
Great.
So we'll be right back with the George Gamin Show, and let's watch the skit.
Mary? Oh, Mary. I'm sorry, Mary. I didn't mean to do it, Mary. I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to lose my virginity before marriage. I'm really sorry, Mary. Mother Mary, Santa Maria Madre Dios, I'm sorry. Mary, how come you're not listening to me? And how come you're not even crying? You're supposed to be crying with me. Look at me, I'm so upset. Well, if I can't make you cry, maybe I can make you laugh or something. Just give me a chance, Mary. I'm really sorry. Okay? Let me get up so I can try to do something for you, all right? Okay. Hold on. Hail, girls. Hail, Mary. What's up? Well, Jerusalem's become a real drag. Everybody hates me. Not that guy over there. Who, him? They all say he's different. They say he's really weird. Well, we don't care what people say. To us, he's always there. Really? Nothing you could say could tear me away from my God, my God. Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck like glued to my God, my God, my God. I'm sticking to my God like a stamp to a letter, like birds of a feather we stick together. I'm telling you from the start, I can't be torn apart from my God. Nothing you could do could make me uproot, my God, my God. Nothing you could buy could make me tell a lie to my God, my God, my God. I gave my God my word of honor to be faithful, and I'm gonna, you best believe it, I won't be deceiving my God. As a matter of opinion, I think he's tops. My opinion is he's the king of the crop. As a matter of taste, to be exact, he's my ideal. As a matter of fact, no muscle-bound man could take my hand from my God, my God. No handsome face could ever take the place of my God, my God, my God. He may not be a movie star, but when it comes to being happy, there's not a man today who could take me away from my God. Now cool down now, ladies. There's not a man today who could take me away from my God. Now give me some of that deep shoulder action. There's not a man today who could take me away from my God. Go!
All right.
All right, Mr. Nun.
So you wrote that whole skit out, or tell us a bit about the creative process. So, since our show is about creativity, I want to find out a little bit about your process.
Yeah, where'd you
create.
get that
Where
from?
did you get the idea from?
My mother, no. No. Honestly, a lot of my ideas I get basically come from two main sources. Movies, television, and music. Listening to music and listening to the words of different songs. They not only give me ideas for my writing, but they help me create my style when I'm actually in front of the camera to do different types of things. And also by traveling around the world, seeing the world differently, I get ideas of different cultures, different styles, religions, beliefs.
What makes something funny? Let me ask you that. That's a tough question maybe, but what makes something funny?
It's very simple. Most funny things come from bad or sad experiences, and a lot of it's based on true stories.
Right.
You know, honestly.
But making something funny is an angle, sort of, as people say, having an angle on something. Because something can be seen, you know how it is, you know, it's all in the way we look at things. Some people see something as a glass is half empty, and some people see it as half full. Some people see something and they feel very frustrated and angry, and some people turn it into something funny.
Or maybe ridiculous.
And it's a way in which
something
something absurd. What makes, how are you the kind of person that sees things that maybe normal people would be very frustrated and angry about, and you see it as something funny?
You know, I guess humor is really in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
And what may be funny to you and to me could be totally different. You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
And you can't make everybody laugh. But what you try to do is, you know, if it pleases yourself, that should be good enough. And if you can please other people, fine. And if they don't like it, say la vie. There's always somebody else out there.
Do you make a conscious effort to see the funny things in life?
I do, and I write them down, and I dock them in my computer, because if I don't, I may forget it. There's a lot of funny things I've got which I've not been able to produce or promote or let the world know about. And this is one part of me that I want to let go. Not let go, but just let out. You know, blow some steam, I guess you call it. Like a train. You know, and then maybe the next time there'll be something else.
So, that's something I always emphasize to people about the creative process is these ideas sometimes are very fleeting. You get an idea for a comedy thing or for a song or whatever. You got to write them down. You got to quickly before they go.
They can go, yeah.
And you think you remember them, but they won't. Do you ever have ideas that come from dreams, comedy ideas? You ever dream funny things?
Dry dreams or wet dreams? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. No, I think I probably have, and I've probably written them down, you know. But a lot of the stuff comes from, you know, daily life experiences, or talking to people on the telephone, or
listening to conversations. You pick up a lot of stuff listening to people's conversations.
Sometimes.
A lot of songwriters do that, for example.
Accents.
And there's a lot. And there's a lot that comes from the news and politics, and you've seen what's happened last year or so. So there's a lot of humor there.
A lot of funny and tragic stuff.
There's a lot of attractions, right? Better than the amusement park, right? Yeah.
So accents. You mentioned accents. You're into accents, right? You're gonna do.
Well, yeah, I like doing accents because my father has a very heavy accent. He always says, well, go walk dog. I said, no, Dad, the dog's name is Sasha. Okay, go walk to Sasha. I said, oh my gosh. So my whole life I've been growing up with that. My mom never corrected him. And so I would correct him. And his earliest memory of me is saying something wise, like a wise butt, whatever, is saying, he would say, look at the firecrackers. I said, Dad, they're fireworks. You know, I was just a little brat, you know, because I couldn't stand that my mom would never correct his English. So I really pick up on that.
Where is he from?
He's Polish German.
Polish German,
yeah,
I see.
And he speaks Russian and everything. So he's been in the country, 30 years, and he can't even form a sentence. He's a nuclear physicist. I mean, it doesn't matter. But I think a lot of the time, pain, like even that Richard Benini movie with the
I haven't seen that.
Well, there's controversy that it was very painful. But you know, if you can't make fun out of a really horrible situation, a lot of times Howard will call me up so depressed. I'll say, oh, I'm so depressed, or I'm really down today. You know, make me laugh. And I'll just say, oh, love, just calm down. And then all of a sudden, we just started doing this weird thing, it created itself.
It's true, but as I said, you know, in the past, I could be in the car or home in the pissiest mood, and I could think about her saying in my mind,
Yeah, you know,
and it drills so far in, I start laughing, and I could be in the car, and people would look at me, what is he laughing about?
He's crazy.
They could probably just think I'm listening to the radio.
Right.
And it's actually her I'm listening to, but in my psychological mind,
she keeps you saying, huh?
in my conscience, in my
I think
conscience.
it's a good way of staying sane.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. I want to ask you more about that.
Yeah.
But I want to see this clip before it gets too late for us.
Yeah, sure.
What I want to ask you about humor and mental health, what that is, maybe some advice for people. Because there's a lot of people out there who are very frustrated and angry. I think humor is a way to handle, one way to handle
Well, Prozac doesn't always work.
Well, that's true.
You can't be too creative when you're all drugged out.
But let's see this skit here. It's a nice skit that you have here. I'm a psychiatrist and a patient, right?
Yes.
So let's see this, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
All right.
Psychiatrist's office, Dr. Pumpkin speaking. May I help you?
Yes, Dr. Plumpkin, this is Elizabeth. I just flew in from London.
Hi, Elizabeth.
And hello. I'd like to schedule an appointment as soon as possible. I'm absolutely out of my wits. I'm driving these children around, and I'm not near my therapist. Of course, I'm in Los Angeles. Is there any way you should schedule me in today around as soon as possible, please?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
Like I said, I'm just very stressed out. I'm a nanny, and I've got these children cramming all over me. I'm just absolutely stressed.
Sure. What time would you like to come in?
Oh, say, as soon as possible, 4 o'clock maybe.
4 o'clock? Let me check my schedule. Perfect. I got an opening. 4 o'clock is fine.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. Thanks, love. See you then.
I'll see you then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Oh my gosh, so late. Oh, damn kids. Oh.
Psychiatrist's office, Dr. Pumpkin speaking. May I help you?
Dr. Plumpkin, this is Elizabeth. I called you earlier.
Elizabeth, where are you? It's 2 hours late.
Please calm down. I'm on my way. Look, I'm in the car. The children just all over. I've got them all crawling all over me. I'll be there as soon as I can, love. Please be patient.
As soon as you can. I missed 2 appointments because of you. Got 2 clients. I lost over $200.
But Dr. Plumpkin, if you could just listen and calm down for just a second.
Calm down. Calm down. Look, you still want to calm down. Calm down.
Dr. Plumpkin, I think you're overreacting it just a tad.
It's 2 hours, okay? 2 hours. I can't wait anymore for this, you know?
I'll be right there, Dr.
I'm losing money.
Dr. Plumpkin, if you could just please calm down. Let me explain.
Calm down. I can't calm down. Look what you're doing to me and my business.
Oh, my goodness. You know, something, Dr. Plumpkin, in fact, I've changed my mind. You're the one. No, you're the one who needs to calm down.
I need to calm down?
Yes, I will seek help somewhere else. Yes, you do. In fact, you need to calm the bloody hell down!
Oh, I need a shrink!
That was fine. That was good. That was good.
I got you, babe.
Now, you know, by the way, I didn't tell you that I was a psychologist, right?
I'm going to go see her right now.
Well, you've make an appointment with him.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm a psychologist, not a psychiatrist.
Okay, so you didn't offend
We won't charge as much.
We're just as bad, right? But I left my insurance at home. HMO? Okay.
HMO, right.
Wait, we didn't talk about prices on this.
Don't go with prices.
No, it's only private insurance.
Okay.
I'll give you a
the rich
discount
one.
also for being comedians.
You'll just charge us the tax, right? Just the tax.
Well, that's kind of
That was a very
funny,
funny
because we
skit.
were
That was
just
good.
talking
That
about
was
it.
good.
Thank you.
That was
Oh,
We were
no.
just talking about that as a relief from stress,
I
right?
had no idea. Oh, now oh no. Oh, God.
Now you have to make an appointment with him and pay him the money.
I guess now, yeah. We'll just hope this will make up for the job we just did.
That was funny. No, we have to have a sense of humor about all our professions and
Yes,
everything that we
we
do. But that gets us to what I was saying earlier, about sense of humor is a good mental health thing, because I think a lot of people are people who are depressed, people who are frustrated, angry,
Suppressing,
anxious, that kind of stuff.
right.
And humor, I think, is good for mental health. Also, like creativity. I also mentioned creativity is good because humor, again, seeing things, humor is sometimes seeing things in an absurd way or
Right.
connecting things that are not normally connected, right? And that's that's creative. It loosens up your mind from seeing things in a routine way.
You
What's
need to. You
that
need
Dr.
humor.
Covey says, a paradigm shift. You can
Paradigm
shift your perspective, right?
Right.
Instead of looking at everything as all bad, like you said, the glass is half
Right.
empty, half full, whatever. Yeah.
So, again, how about spontaneous humor?
Well, this one was, this was a development.
It's partly improvised, partly written and partly improvised.
Actually,
Right.
it's from a real experience that he had, and I just came in and
It kind of was.
what we were going to do is we were going to call the psychiatrist and tell her to calm the down. But I can't say that, so I thought, well, the English at least say bloody hell. You can say that instead of the other word. And
But when she does it with the accent, it sounds
It's
so
great.
much fun.
No, it's good.
helps.
It's great.
But we were going to
Yeah.
call her just to teach her a lesson. I mean, she was absolutely out of line to, tell a prospective client, calm down. I mean,
Right,
that's
right.
what you need them for, right?
Exactly.
The irony of it, the irony.
But
So
she really,
instead
did,
of-
she really did say that.
Yeah.
She really did. So instead of doing that to her and whatever, making big fuss and getting a misdemeanor harassment
Well,
charge, we just decided to do it on the phone.
Yeah,
And we
that's
started
good.
laughing. And
Well, sometimes that happens also too in terms of psychiatry. As they say, doctors, medical doctors sometimes are the most
trouble, yeah.
sickly people.
They say they're crazier.
Accountants are the ones that have their finances all in
Right,
disarray.
right.
And then psychiatrists and
true.
accountants sometimes were the weirdest of all, I guess people say, right?
Right.
But the psychiatrists, I think a lot of them get their crazies from their patients.
the
Well, where
patients,
else does they get it from?
That's true.
Unless they're taking medication too, I don't know.
Or all because you see things in a very bizarre kind of way sometimes.
dark, because everybody comes in
or
with
dark, or
problems
you have
all
had a
day
lot of problems as a child.
Yeah.
You sometimes get selected or select yourself into that profession
Right,
to
right.
kind of heal yourself, partly.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
Oh,
Tom is rubbing off of me your comedy. But anyway, what are your plans for the future here?
Well, I'd
Want
like
to do more
do,
comedy? Want to get into doing comedy films, stand-up comedy, plays? or-
Sitcoms, big time. I love
Yeah.
sitcoms.
I like skits, I think.
sitcoms, skit comedy.
Skit comedy like late night shows,
Yeah,
That kind
well,
of
they got some on TV right now that I really like, and
Uh-huh.
I like to do some of those.
What are
anything
your
to do with
favorite?
comedy.
What are your favorite comedy shows?
Mad TV, big time.
My TV.
Mad TV.
Mad TV.
Mad TV. Mad.
SNL.
It's hilarious.
I never even seen that.
Oh, it's so funny. They have these little skits they do, and it's hilarious. It really is.
Mad TV. When does that come on?
It's
Same
on the-
time as the big other one.
It's
big
in the
Saturday Night
evenings.
Live, yeah.
Oh, I see.
And I like the kind of shows. There's one in Spanish called Otro something. I'm not sure of the name. It's made in Miami, and I know it's in Spanish.
Yeah, a lot of them made in Miami.
I watch because it's funny. They'll do things to people, play pranks. Like they'll pretend there's a snake on the ground, and people will be walking by, and everyone, when they see the snake, they'll be like walking back so they don't fall over it, don't trip over it. They do all kinds of things to make people
More
laugh.
slapstick, though, so you can understand.
Slapstick
Even if
comedy,
you
yeah.
don't speak the language, you can understand it, right?
Everyone just freaks out over it. It's really funny to the
Yeah,
audience.
Yeah.
Slapstick
good.
comedy is good
So
for me.
of the late night shows, which ones do you like?
Personally, David
Yeah.
Letterman
Letterman?
or Saturday Night Live, those combined.
Saturday Night Live. I
But
like
David
that.
Letterman doesn't really have skits. I don't really think it's humor. His humor's kind of condescending. It's kind of
They got
negative.
skits on there. They do some skits.
Yeah, but they must have the stand-up. I think working with the partners, it's more fun because you kind of bounce off in the energy.
So that's something you like to do sitcoms like that?
I would love to do a sitcom or do something with her
Sketch comedy.
where we can just bounce off each other, because we really do bounce off.
But are you like performing it or plan to perform at any of the clubs?
We've talked about it. We talked about it. We
That would be
really
good.
have.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Could,
You just have to talk on the phone a little more. Have you have some problems? I'll have to contact you. And then-
Are you writing for any comedians, any other people? Or is that something you want to do also?
What I used to do when I used to live in Chicago is I used to write stops to comedy, believe it or not, like short skits. And I used to get actors together, and we used to all pay, divide the cost into hiring someone to produce it first, and I would give everybody a copy, and I would get a copy. And they were short little skits, and it was fun, but, then it was time to move on to L.A. because, you grow out of the city and you grow into a new one. This is the capital of the world where everything happens, good and bad.
The showbiz capital.
Good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, good and bad, evil and ugly, everything happens here.
Right.
So here I am to stay 4.5 years and getting older.
Well, what's funny is that
you never know. You never know when you get a break.
You never know. Yeah.
This might be it. Somebody might
This is it. Okay.
No, but the writer on Saturday Night Live, Sandler, he did all those great movies, or just
a lot of these
but
guys.
he was a writer first.
That's true.
He was not a comedian.
He was a writer?
He was just a writer, and he played the guitar. All of a sudden, he was a big star. And he was just going way above all the
There's
other
a lot of guys. Look, Eddie Murphy, right? Came out of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, a lot of them did. Yeah.
A lot of them come out of there.
Yeah, or from stand-up comedy, that's one way.
Right.
There's many different routes,
But mostly Saturday Night Live, because even
Saturday Night Live, a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you got to be seen. You got to be seen by somebody.
Now, how about it also? I don't know if we have time to talk about this, but there's also a lot of comedians that have had tragic endings. Brenny Lewis, or what was Lenny Bruce, and some of the recent comedians, Belushi,
people who've killed themselves,
and
drugs and alcohol. I know you think it's funny because they're trying to make everyone else laugh, but maybe they're really hurting inside.
Because a lot of times maybe comedians have a lot of tragedy in their lives and a lot of pain, and they turn that into comedy.
And they're just trying to pretend like
some people,
that's not healthy.
Some people again are not happy with themselves. That's why they should go out and seek psychiatric help, like yourself.
Well, we'll end on that very happy note.
Some people need help.
They might. Anyway, thank you for being on the show. We're going to end up here. I'd like to talk some more, but these are very short shows.
Yes.
But we got a little bit of flavor of your talent, and thank you very much for being on the show.
Well, sure.
Maybe we can do it again.
Thank you. I've had a great time.
So don't stand up because you still have the microphones hooked up to you.
Okay. I'll glue myself to the chair.
Right. I just want to tell people that if you want to know more about you, give me a call at the number that appears on the screen at the end of the show. And or write to me. There's an address there too. And I thank the viewers for being with us today. I hope you enjoyed our great comedians, Alex Davis and Howard Shore. And as I said, hopefully we'll have them on again. I want to thank our director, Bill Thornton, William Thornton, and associate producer, Lorna Schloss, and our camera people, and Pamela, our audio person today. And as I said, thank you for being on the show, and please contact me not only about our guests today, if you want more information about them, but also about the show in general, or if you have a special talent that you want to showcase on the show. I'm always looking for people to come on, especially anything to do with creativity music, creativity comedy, politics, whatever. Creativity, as I've said many times before, involves anything in life. So give us a call, write to us, and let's hear from you. Thanks again for being on the George Gamin Show. Till next time.